My beloved child, take a moment and breathe deeply. In the rush of your days, amidst the endless noise of thoughts and emotions, there lies a sacred silence. It is in that silence that I am with you, even when you cannot hear me. It is in that silence that you must begin to understand the essence of trust. For you see, my child, this world is vast, and your heart, though pure, is often clouded by the limitations of your understanding. You seek answers, explanations, and clarity. But know this, even when you don't understand, I do. You stand at the edge of uncertainty, gazing out into the unknown, wondering why the path ahead feels so unclear. You ask questions, questions of purpose, questions of direction, questions of your own worth. And sometimes the answers elude you. The world seems to shift like sand beneath your feet, and the weight of confusion settles in your soul. In these moments, my child, I hold you close. I know the depth of your struggle, the silent fears that rise and fall like waves within your heart. But take heart, for you are not alone in this journey. There are moments when you feel the coldness of doubt, when your own thoughts betray you and lead you into darkness. You may question your place in this world, wonder whether the dreams you hold are worth pursuing, or whether the burdens you carry will ever be lifted. In those times, my child, remember that I see all that you cannot. I understand what is hidden in the depths of your heart, and I know the purpose behind every challenge that comes your way. I created this path for you, not to harm you, but to shape you into the strength you were always meant to be. You are a masterpiece in the making, my dear one. And just like an artist works diligently on a canvas, sometimes there are strokes that seem confusing or chaotic. But in time, the full picture will emerge, and you will understand why those strokes were necessary. Trust in the process, my child. Trust in the unseen. Trust in the fact that even when you don't understand, I do. I am weaving your life into something beautiful, something far beyond what you can see with your limited eyes. The world may not always make sense, and the answers you seek may not always come when you demand them. But know this, my timing is perfect. Every moment of your life is part of a greater plan, a plan that you are slowly beginning to unfold with each passing day. In every trial, every joy, every loss, and every gain, I am present. I am the quiet voice, guiding you through the storms, and the gentle whisper, encouraging you when you are weary. I am in the laughter of your friends, in the warmth of your family, in the peace you feel after a long day. When you feel lost and disconnected, remember that I am closer than you think. The very breath that fills your lungs is a reminder of my presence. The very heartbeat that sustains you is a testament to my love. Even when your mind struggles to comprehend the world around you, your soul knows the truth. You are a part of me, and I am a part of you. We are bound in a dance of existence that transcends time, space, and understanding. You are not here by accident, and the road you walk is not a random journey. So when the fog of confusion surrounds you, and you question everything you once believed, take a step back. Allow yourself the grace to sit in the unknown, to sit with the discomfort of uncertainty. Trust that the answers will come, not always in the way you expect, but always in the form you need. You are not left adrift in this world. You are being guided, even when you don't understand. I do. There are moments in life when everything feels out of control, when the ground beneath your feet seems to crumble, and you are left grasping for something solid, something to anchor you in a world that feels unstable. In those moments of chaos, confusion, and fear, it may feel like you are walking blindly, unable to see the way ahead. You may wonder why things are happening the way they are, why your efforts seem in vain, or why your heart feels burdened with questions that have no answers. In these moments, I want you to remember this truth. even when you don't understand. I do. The unknown is a part of life, an inescapable reality that each of us must face. No one is exempt from the uncertainty that comes with being human. And yet, it is in the very act of facing the unknown that we begin to grow, to evolve, and to become who we were always meant to be. You may not understand the reasons behind the challenges you face, but know this: those challenges are not arbitrary. They are not punishments, nor cruel twists of fate. They are opportunities, even if you cannot yet see them as such. In your struggles, you are being shaped and refined, just as the rough stone is polished into the perfect jewel. The beauty of life lies in its mystery, in the unanswered questions that keep us seeking, reaching, and growing. The journey is not meant to be fully understood at every step. It is meant to be experienced, to be lived. And in every experience there is meaning, even if that meaning is hidden for a time. You do not have to understand everything right now. The pieces of the puzzle do not always fit into place immediately. But trust, my dear one, that the image will become clearer as you move forward, one step at a time. I know it feels overwhelming at times, this feeling of not knowing what comes next. You may find yourself stuck in the grip of doubt, wondering whether your efforts are enough, whether you are enough. But hear me, child. You are more than enough. You are exactly where you need to be, even if that place is not yet where you envisioned yourself. The path you are walking is not the one you would have chosen in your limited understanding, but it is the one that is leading you to your fullest potential. The greatest growth often comes from the greatest discomfort, and the most beautiful transformations occur when we least expect them. You do not need to have all the answers. You do not need to see the full picture right now. What you need is to trust the process, to trust in the unfolding of your life, and to trust that I am with you every step of the way. When the weight of uncertainty feels too much to bear, when the future seems too distant to reach, remember that I am guiding you, even in the silence, even when the road seems unclear. Your understanding is limited, but mine is infinite. I see the bigger picture. I see the threads that connect every moment of your life, every choice, every lesson, every tear, every joy. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is lost. Every experience, no matter how painful or confusing it may seem in the moment, is a step toward something greater. It is a step toward your growth, your purpose, and your ultimate transformation. So when you feel overwhelmed by the unknown, do not despair. Do not lose hope. Trust that the answers you seek are already on their way to you. Trust that the purpose behind every challenge is being revealed in its own time, and that you are exactly where you need to be, even if you do not yet understand why. Life does not unfold in a linear, predictable way. It is a dance of mystery and discovery. And even when you don't understand, I do. I see the plan, and I am leading you toward it, step by step, moment by moment. Trust in the journey. Embrace the unknown, for it is in the unknown that you will find your greatest strength, your deepest wisdom, and your most profound understanding. You are not alone in your confusion. I am with you always. Even when you don't understand, I do. In every moment, there are forces at work, beyond your comprehension. The world around you is a vast, intricate web of connections, of energies flowing and intertwining in ways that the human mind often struggles to grasp. Your senses are limited, and your understanding is clouded by the narrow scope of what you can perceive. But just because you cannot see or understand everything, it does not mean that it does not exist. There is much more happening in the unseen than you could ever imagine. And even when you don't understand, I do. The invisible threads that hold the universe together are woven with precision and purpose. You may look at the chaos of life, the seemingly random events, the coincidences, the struggles, and wonder how it all fits together. But trust me, it does. Every piece, every moment, every interaction is part of a larger design that only becomes clear with time. While your vision is limited, I see the entire picture. Every soul, every heartbeat, every choice you make ripples out into the universe in ways that you may never fully comprehend. But know this, I see the full impact of your existence, and I understand the significance of every step you take. There are things that occur in your life that you will never fully understand in this lifetime. There will be pain that you cannot explain, joy that seems fleeting, and moments of confusion where the purpose feels hidden. And yet, it is in these very moments that I am closest to you. I am in the midst of your uncertainty, quietly orchestrating the dance of your existence. Even when it seems that the music has stopped, life is not a series of random events, but a series of divine moments, each leading you to the next, each with its own unique purpose. Even when you cannot see how one event connects to another, I see it clearly. Even when you don't understand the lesson in your pain, I understand its value. Consider the way nature works. You may watch a seed fall into the soil, hidden beneath the earth, and wonder what will become of it. You cannot see the roots growing, the stem reaching for the light, the process of life unfolding in the darkness. But in time, the seed breaks through the surface, and a beautiful plant emerges. You do not understand every step of that process, and yet it happens, quietly, steadily, without your intervention. Your life is no different. The growth you are undergoing, the changes you are experiencing, are part of a larger, unseen process that will one day come to fruition. Trust in this process, even when you cannot see the results right now. For I see what you are becoming, and I know the strength you are building in the shadows. I understand your desire for clarity, your hunger for answers, your need for certainty. But know that sometimes clarity will only come with time. Sometimes the answers you seek will not come in the moment you desire them. It is in the waiting, in the patience, in the trust, that the answers will arrive when you are ready for them, that you begin to understand the depth of your own faith. Faith is not the absence of questions. It is the trust that, even in your questioning, there is meaning behind the mystery. Even when you don't understand, I do, and that is enough. The depth of the unseen is vast. It is not something you can always control or predict, but it is something you can surrender to. When you release your need to understand every detail, when you let go of the expectation that everything must make sense immediately, you open yourself to the beauty of the unknown. The unknown is not to be feared, but embraced, for it is in the unknown that true growth happens. It is in the uncertainty that you find your greatest strength, your deepest wisdom. Trust in the process, for the process is always guiding you towards something greater than you can see right now. Even when the path is unclear, even when the horizon seems distant, I am here. I see the full journey, and I understand what you cannot. The invisible forces that guide you, that shape your life, are far more intricate and powerful than you realize. Even when you don't understand, I do. And in that truth, you can find peace. Time is a concept that you, as a human being, experience in a linear fashion. You measure it in minutes, hours, days, and years, always looking ahead, always wondering when something will happen, when a shift will take place, or when your heart will finally be at peace. It is natural for you to feel impatient, to long for what is next, to want to understand why things aren't happening as quickly as you'd like them to. You want to know the right moment to act, the right time to take the next step. But the timing, my child, is not for you to control. It is a divine orchestration that unfolds in its own way. And even when you don't understand the timing, I do. The ebb and flow of time are not random. Every moment, every season has its purpose, even if it feels like you're stuck in a waiting period. Just as the seasons change in their own rhythm, Spring follows winter, summer follows spring, and autumn follows summer. Your life is following its own natural rhythm. You may feel like you are standing still, like the world around you is moving forward, while you remain in place. But even in this stillness, there is purpose. Even when you feel that your journey is not progressing, I am working behind the scenes, preparing the right moment for you. Trust the timing of your life, for it is leading you exactly where you need to be. Often you desire immediate answers, immediate results, and immediate relief. You want to understand why something is happening now, why a certain phase is taking so long to pass, or why you seem to be in a constant state of flux. But I ask you, my child, to let go of the need for immediate answers. The universe does not operate on your timeline. It operates in a rhythm of its own, a rhythm that you may not always understand. And that is okay. The timing of life is never wasted. Each second, each experience, each challenge you face is planting a seed that will one day grow into something beautiful, something meaningful, something that you could not have created any other way. You may look at others and wonder why they seem to have everything figured out, why their path seems so clear while yours is filled with uncertainty. But know this, their timing is not your timing. Their journey is not your journey. You cannot compare your timeline to anyone else's. Every soul has its own pace, its own lessons, and its own path to follow. And just because your journey is taking a different shape does not mean it is less valuable. Do not rush through life, my dear. The most important moments are often the ones that take the longest to unfold. Trust in the timing of your life, for it is leading you in ways that you may not yet fully grasp. I understand your impatience. I understand the desire to move forward, to reach the destination, to see the outcome of your hard work and effort. But remember that the destination is not the only thing that matters. It is the journey, the lessons learned along the way, that shape you into the person you are becoming. The timing may not make sense to you right now, but it is working for your highest good, even when you cannot see it. Trust that the right doors will open at the right time. Trust that the pieces will fall into place when you are ready to receive them. There is a beauty in waiting, a beauty in surrendering to the process of time. When you release your grip on the need to control, when you stop trying to force things to happen in your own time, you open yourself to the flow of life. The right opportunities will come to you at the right moment. The right people will cross your path when you are ready for them, and you will be prepared to step into your purpose when the time is right. Even when the road ahead seems unclear, even when the wait feels long and the answers seem distant, trust the process. Trust the timing of your life. I know when it is time for you to act, and I know when it is time for you to pause. Even when you don't understand the waiting, I do. I see the bigger picture. I understand the timing of your life far better than you ever could, and it is all unfolding exactly as it should. Life is full of mysteries, some so grand that they span across entire lifetimes, and others so small that they are hidden in the quiet corners of your day. There are questions you carry within you that seem to have no answers, uncertainties that cloud your vision, and moments where the next step feels out of reach. But even in the vastness of the unknown, there is a purpose in each mystery. Even when you don't understand why things unfold the way they do, I do. Your journey is a path laced with both clarity and obscurity. There are days when the path seems illuminated, where every step you take feels like it is leading you in the right direction. And then there are days when the path is shrouded in fog, when nothing makes sense, and every direction seems uncertain. And it is in these moments of uncertainty that your faith is tested. It is in the unknown, in the areas of life that you cannot control or predict, that you must learn to trust. Trust that even when you cannot see, I can. Trust that even when you do not understand, I do. There is a profound beauty in not knowing, It is in the uncertainty of life that you learn to surrender, to let go of your need to control everything. When you release the need for all the answers, when you embrace the mystery of your existence, you open yourself to the miracles that are unfolding, even when they are invisible to your eyes. The unknown is not a void. It is a space of infinite potential. It is where growth occurs, where transformation takes root, and where the seeds of your destiny are planted. You may not understand why things are happening the way they are, but trust that there is a deeper intelligence at work, one that sees the entire picture. Consider the way a story unfolds. In the beginning, the plot may seem unclear, the characters may be uncertain, and the ending may feel far away. But as the pages turn, the story starts to make sense. Each chapter adds depth, each event adds meaning, and the pieces of the puzzle begin to fall into place. Your life is no different. Right now, you may feel like you are in the middle of an unfinished story, a narrative that seems unclear and uncertain. But trust me, the story is unfolding in ways you cannot yet comprehend. Every experience, every person you meet, every moment of doubt and joy is adding depth to your journey. You may not see the whole story yet, but I do, and I understand the chapters that are yet to be written. It is in the mystery that you find your true self. Your questions, your doubts, your moments of confusion are not obstacles. They are invitations. They are invitations to grow, to expand, to trust in something greater than yourself. The answers will not always come in the way you expect them, and sometimes the lessons are hidden in the most unexpected places. You may find clarity in the moments you least anticipate, in the times when you least expect the veil to lift. And when it does, you will understand the significance of every step you took, even when it seemed like you were walking in the dark. Life is not a puzzle to be solved with logic alone. There are things beyond the reach of your intellect, beyond the understanding of your mind. The heart, the soul, the spirit. They know things that your mind cannot yet grasp. They understand the deeper currents of life, the undercurrents that pull you in ways you cannot explain. And it is when you trust in these deeper forces, when you surrender to the mystery of your journey, that you begin to walk with a sense of peace. You do not need to have all the answers to know that you are on the right path. The journey itself is the answer. Even when you don't understand, I do. I see the blueprint of your life in its entirety. I understand the reasons behind every twist and turn, every detour and delay. I see the way the threads of your existence are weaving together, creating a tapestry that is more beautiful than you can imagine. The mysteries of your journey are not obstacles to be feared. They are opportunities to deepen your faith, to strengthen your trust, and to embrace the unknown with an open heart. The more you let go of the need for certainty, the more you open yourself to the miraculous unfoldings that are already happening around you. So even when life seems like a puzzle with missing pieces, even when you cannot see the bigger picture, know this: I understand the whole story. I know how the chapters of your life will unfold. I see the grand design of your journey, and I know the beauty that lies ahead. Trust in the mystery, trust in the process, and know that, even when you don't understand, I do. One of the greatest struggles you face, my child, is the desire to control every aspect of your life. You often think that if you can manage everything, the people you meet, the experiences you have, the outcomes of your efforts, then you can shape your life into exactly what you want it to be. This desire for control is not a flaw, but a reflection of your innate longing for safety, certainty, and understanding. But the reality, my child, is that you cannot control everything, and the sooner you accept this, the more peace you will find. Even when you don't understand why things are happening the way they are, I do, and I am guiding you with love through the process of releasing control. You cannot direct the flow of the river, but you can learn to navigate it. There will be moments when the currents of life seem strong, when you feel pulled in directions you never anticipated. You may try to swim against the current, to steer your boat in a way that feels safer, more predictable. But the truth is, you will never win if you fight against the natural flow. The current is not your enemy. It is a force that is moving you exactly where you need to go. And although you may not understand why the water is rough at times, trust that it is carrying you toward your purpose. I know the direction, and I am here to ensure you are not lost in the journey. The need to control everything comes from a place of fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of making the wrong decision. But when you let go of that need to control, you allow space for trust, for surrender, and for faith in something greater than your limited understanding. You are not in this journey alone. You are held, you are guided, and you are loved every step of the way. There are forces at work, forces that you may not yet fully understand, but they are working in your favor, and you can trust them. Letting go of control doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or resigning yourself to passivity. It means acknowledging that there is wisdom beyond your own mind, a wisdom that knows the perfect time for things to unfold, a wisdom that sees the grand tapestry of your life and knows exactly how all the threads will come together. When you let go of control, you stop trying to force things to happen and instead allow yourself to be led with grace and ease. You stop struggling against the current and allow yourself to be carried, knowing that even when you don't understand where you are going, I do. There are times when life doesn't go according to your plans. Doors close, opportunities pass by, and things don't work out the way you had envisioned. It's easy to feel frustrated, confused, or even defeated. But remember this: your plans are not the only ones at play. There is a divine plan at work, one that is far grander than your own. I see the bigger picture, and I know that what you are experiencing, even in moments of disappointment or confusion, is part of a greater unfolding. It's part of your growth, your evolution, and your eventual arrival at the place you were always meant to be. The more you try to control, the more you block the flow of life. You create resistance where there should be freedom. But when you surrender, when you release the need to micromanage every detail, you allow life to flow through you. You open yourself to the opportunities, the people, the experiences that are waiting for you, things that you may not have been able to plan or foresee. I understand the path ahead, and I know the way to lead you there. You must trust that, even when it feels like everything is slipping through your fingers, I am holding it all together. Trust is the key, my child. Trust that everything is happening in divine order, even when it seems chaotic. Trust that every setback, every challenge, and every moment of confusion is part of your growth. Trust that I am with you, guiding you even when the way seems unclear. Let go of the need to control the outcome and simply allow yourself to be present in the journey. I understand the intricacies of your life far better than you ever could, and I will never leave you without guidance. You are not alone in this. Even when you feel lost, I am here. Even when you don't understand, I do. The key is to surrender your need for control and trust that the life you are meant to live is already unfolding. You may not see the road ahead, but I do. Trust the process, trust the timing, and trust that every step you take is leading you toward the life you were always meant to live.